In this brief two-player tutorial, I'm going to show you how a new game by the name of 3 can be played with the Clever deck. In this example, 9 cards have already been dealt to each player. To begin, player 1 will place a card from their hand face up in the middle of the play area. Play now continues to the next person in turn. Player 2 will place a card from their hand directly next to the card placed by player 1, and play will again continue to the next player in turn. As this is a two-player example, it is again player 1's turn. Once the third card has been played, the game is live. In this example, player 1 has now made the number of cards on the table that are related 2, as there are 2 cards of the same category on the table. In this case, signs. Player 1 would speak the number 2 aloud, letting the next player in turn know that there are 2 related cards on the table. Once a player indicates that there are at least 2 related cards on the table, the next play must keep the number of cards related at 2, or if they're able, push it up to 3. Let's watch what player 2 does. Player 2 has decided to make the number of cards related 3, as the cards showing are able to create a sequence. In this example, the XYZ cards are in order, making the sequence easy to see. In a real game, this is not necessary. As long as the 3 cards showing can be used to create a sequence, they would be considered related and an acceptable play. Player 2 would now speak the number 3 aloud, due to all 3 cards being related. Once all 3 cards showing are related, each play that follows must keep the number of related cards at 3. Let's watch how this is done. What's fun and interesting to watch when playing a game of 3 is the way in which all 3 cards can continue to be related even though the way in which they're related is changing. Still, there will certainly come a time when a player will not be able to play a card that will keep all 3 related. When this happens, the player that cannot keep the related cards at 3 will then take all the cards from the middle of the play area and place them face down in a pile in front of them. The player that takes the cards will continue play by placing a new card from their hand face up in the middle of the play area, beginning a new round of play. Once both players have played all the cards from their hands, new hands will be dealt from the remainder of the deck. When all the cards from the deck have been played, the game is over. The player with the least amount of cards is the winner. The game of 3 can be played by 2 to as many as 9 players, and as was just demonstrated, is pretty easy to learn. I hope you enjoyed the brief tutorial, and thanks for watching.